And investigators say no one noticed until nearly $50,000 had disappeared. That officer had been with the Clermont Police Department since 2005.
FDLE investigators say he was the union president and the only one with the access to those accounts. Channel 9's Jeff Deal is live at the Clermont Police Department for us right now. And Jeff, that officer retired in the middle of this investigation.
He did. State investigators said that the Clermont Police Department actually reached out after learning one of those accounts was overdrawn. And once that investigation got rolling, that officer, Jeremy Kevitt, retired. That was back in April. Over the weekend, he was arrested. 50-year-old Jeremy Kevitt started with the Clermont Police Department in 2005. FDLE told us by all accounts he was well liked and trusted in the department. But that trust came into question late last year.
Clermont Police Department reached out to FDLE and wanted us to investigate official misconduct and a grand theft on Corporal Jeremy Kevitt.
FDLE Special Agent Trainer Alfonso Williams says investigators with his Public Integrity Squad started looking into allegations that Corporal Kevitt was using money from police union accounts for his own benefit. Kevitt was union president and they say was the only one with access to two accounts, one of them for local charities, the other to help pay medical bills for an injured officer.
The funds was intended for police officers in need from the Clermont Police Department and was funded by police officers and public donations.
But over a period of 6 years, they believe Kevitt used the money from the accounts for himself by making cash withdrawals at ATMs and debit card purchases at grocery stores, gas stations, home improvement stores, and for personal travel. Clermont police became concerned when it got an alert one of the accounts was overdrawn. When questioned by the department, reports indicate he became defensive and at first claimed that all transactions he made from the accounts were authorized. But Kevitt retired while being investigated for violating moral character standards and wouldn't answer questions by FDLE investigators. We tried to reach him by phone at his last known address for his side of the story, but we were not able to reach him.
It's very disheartening to see, especially what's going on around the world now.
Now, Kevitt faces charges for organized fraud and grand theft. City records show he was making a little over $70,000 a year at the time he retired. We did reach out to his attorney as well for comment. So far, she has not called back either. Reporting live at the Clermont Police Department, Jeff Deal, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.